Hey everyone, I'm Darren, AK Southern Mama.
And I'm Red Squirrel.
And we're here with another episode of Wild, Crazy, Funny, oh, goody. Ooh, Phil's behind the camera. He's helping us out today. Of course, we love having our Philip J. Robertson here with us.
We love Faye.
You had a funny story when you were coming in. You were saying something about you were trying to have foreplay.
Yes.
Okay, we're not going to discuss that.
Just kidding. That conversation
If
never
you
happened.
offer,
No.
it counts. It counts, ladies. If you offer, it counts.
As the practice itself.
Just if you go, hey, baby.
So you're saying, hey, baby,
counts.
and he says no, then you're like, well, then
Well,
I
he
tried.
didn't say no. He just giggled. He just teetered like a little schoolboy.
So
But
you're like, well,
didn't pursue.
I'm gonna get on with my day.
Yeah.
And
that's
you,
what I did.
you ain't gotta. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I've been fooled before. Shall not fool me again.
Once, shame on me.
Fool me twice. Shame on me. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me.
Put it in your
I'm gonna
lockbox.
start pointing at Betty White right there, sticker, when you start doing something crazy.
We have a sticker with Betty White, and
She's being so friendly with her.
she's waving.
Yo, said. Speaking of my bird, we got some animal stories today for you. These are kind of exciting. I know I'm excited about mine. Mine's a good story.
I'm excited about mine.
Well, we'll see what happens. I don't really know what you got cooked up over there, but I bet it's. We'll see. Let's see. Your stories are
Mine's
scare
about a
me
red
sometimes.
squirrel. Mine's about red squirrel.
What a coincidence! Red squirrel with red squirrel stories.
Mysterious bright red squirrels lead to odd discovery in New York town, officials say. Yep, right here's a picture. Can they see it?
I love how she asks you
Can they see it?
every time.
Yeah. It's a red squirrel. All right. So the sudden appearance of bright red squirrels in one New York town led investigators to discover they were being intentionally painted and released into the wild. One man was responsible, and he was caught red-handed.
Oh, that's a good one.
After an unusual surveillance operation in the town of Patterson, 75 miles north of the city of New York, investigators say. The New York State Department of Environmental Conservation had officers looking for red squirrels. There's one in Alabama, too. They eventually found one crossing the street near the suspect's home. They were like, there's a red squirrel. He, the suspect, admitted to trapping the squirrels and painting them in order to keep track of them returning to his yard.
Why was he wanting to keep track of them?
Because of his dogs.
All right.
I'm going to get to that, but he said, the investigator said, never thought we would have to say, don't paint squirrels.
You know, they did have to tell a prostitute that one time at a strip club. I think it was in Atlanta.
Don't paint your squirrel.
If memory serves me correctly, I think that incident has been.
Evidence found at the home included a rodent trap, can of spray paint, and a cage that had been bathed in red paint, photos showed.
So he was catching them in the cage. I was wondering how he was getting his hands on these wild squirrels and painting them down.
Yeah. The suspect told officers he was using the paint as a marker to tell which squirrels were returning regularly to his yard to torment his dogs.
Okay.
He is charged with violations relating to the trapping, transporting, and liberating of wildlife, as well as mistreatment of animals. Yeah, don't paint.
So he was
squirrels.
catching them in the cage, and he was spray painting them.
Spray paint.
So he could. Okay, that makes more sense.
And then releasing them.
Well, that'd been a lot. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking he was maybe sedating them or something, with some kind of little squirrel sedation. You know what I mean?
We know with little baby seals,
You go after a squirrel. You go after a squirrel or a squirrel's nuts, and
So there's
they will chew you up.
fire engine red squirrels running through the center.
They're bright. They're fluorescent. They are.
But, little baby seals, PETA and like animal conservationists, they spray paint the back of seals.
Oh, she said paint on.
So that people won't club them to death for their fur.
So they put a toxic chemical in their back that'll eat up their hair, their skin.
So they can't use their fur. Little baby seals. Ooh.
See, in my
That don't stop them from using the fur from
defense
the
of
seals.
the man,
They can
I'm
wash it
thinking he's
off.
just tagging the squirrels.
Yeah.
What's the difference between tagging that squirrel and tagging a shark or tagging a cow or?
Baby, you don't use a toxic spray paint.
People paint dogs. People color the hair of dogs.
With a
it's like a non-toxic
coloring
paint.
agent.
But I see what you're saying.
We color our hair.
That's got to be toxic.
It
No,
is
it's
actually.
not.
You do it more than several times, especially with bleach and stuff.
Is that what's
she'll
wrong with
braid
me?
off. You know.
Is that what's wrong with me?
I think
Too much
I
of
could
your
get him
chemicals
off.
have made it to your head.
You think he could get him out?
Yep, yeah, we're done. He's innocent.
Yeah.
Free!
Paint
Free squirrel painter.
Well, I mean, you got it could just kill him. He could have just killed him. You know
He
what I
could
mean?
have just killed him, but he didn't.
So-
He painted him red. What a great color, red.
Well, oh, while we still on that, but I mean, like maybe it'd be cool to see like some neon pink or like blue, or like a.
You would think he would pick different colors to figure out
That's
which
what I-
one was the
exactly.
most prevalent.
If he's painting
going
them
over
all
his arm.
red and he's trying to keep track of which ones. Shut up! And he's trying to keep track of which ones is returning to the yard to antagonize the dogs. Then wouldn't you use like a variety of different colors?
think
That
you
son of a
should.
bitch, that silver son of a bitch is back. There's
Yeah.
that green little bastard.
Yeah.
Look, there goes purple palm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like name them.
Yeah.
I don't know why paint them all red. You know, we're not dealing with a full deck.
No, we're not.
You know what I mean? Like, and this guy's literally trapping wildlife in his backyard and spray painting it,
Spray
red to keep up track of what,
Maybe
how
he's a
many
red-
squirrels.
Maybe he's a red squirrel fan.
Let's hope not.
But
Well, maybe if we have a meet and greet and this guy shows up with a can of red spray paint, I'm leaving. All right, I'm out.
you spray him a squirrel.
Yeah, spray him.
Like in Atlanta.
Yeah, just like that lady in Atlanta. Yeah. Well, I got another animal story for you. This is really cool. So, happy 191st birthday to the world's oldest land living animal. Right? This is it took a lot.
Spit it out.
Which I'm glad I wore my turtle sweater today because I look
know.
like one.
I know.
I look like one. Little turtle head. Little turtle head never hurt no one. Now did it?
I know.
Okay. Yeah, he's the oldest living land animal.
Show the picture.
Well, here's.
Show the
You
picture.
can't really see him that well. You can, I guess. I don't know. Anyway,
Oh,
there
good.
he is.
Yeah.
Good
He's
deal,
so
good deal.
deep.
Wait, well, his name is Jonathan, which is kind of a newer name for an animal that was born before the light bulb was created. This is a pretty cool story. So on New Year's Day, now the governor or the mayor of this town kind of give him a birthday, an unofficial birthday of December the 4th.
Yeah.
But they celebrate his birthday every year on New Year's Day. And the Jonathan, the tortoise, usually just spends that day kind of lounging around, eating some vegetables, some fruits, and then he'll take a nap in the evening times. But he's got a really cool story. Yeah, he's got a really cool story. So, Nigel Phillips, which is St. Helens governor now, give him an unofficial hatch date of December the 4th, 1832. This creature came out, and they say now that he could even be older than that, but that, on his big day, he just expects to roam slowly, not necessarily because of his age, but because of his breed, the tortoises. They don't get around that fast. Yeah, but he formed a relationship with another tortoise there on the island. There's three of them that roam around, Fred and Helen, but Fred's his favorite. And they also thought that it was Frederica there for a long time, for a couple decades. But it turns out it's actually another male tortoise. More than 25 years ago, now sometimes tries to he mates with him. Jonathan's gay, apparently. And so the tortoise named Emma and Hollins also roam the property. So there's only 3 or 4 of these things running around on the island of St. Helens. This is a British area. This is about 1,200 miles off the coast of Africa, and that's where he calls home. Already beat the average 150-year life expectancy, which is expected for the tortoise. Already now working on his 192nd birthday. So, with the exception of the Greenland shark, which is estimated to live about 250 years, which is pretty damn long, it astounds most park recreational and wildlife officials that Jonathan's still roaming the planet here, and he is. Look how massive his feet are. He's got these like prehistoric dinosaur looking feet, but it's pretty cool. Earlier this year, he wrote the book of the caretaker.
He wrote a book?
No, not the tortoise. The caretaker wrote a book, A Vet at the End of the Earth, which was published by the Duntworth Books, United Kingdom. So anyway, Hollins said there are plans to have it published in the United States in late 2024, but that the first part of his book focuses on the complexities of caring for Jonathan, the tortoise. So when Hollins arrived on the island more than 14 years ago, he said that Jonathan was in very poor health. Had crumbly, breaking skin. They have a beak on the front of them that was falling, kind of falling apart. But after a very extensive diet, he's back. He's better than ever. And they're expecting this thing to live quite a long. Well, they don't know. I mean, like I said, 150 years is what's expected of him. So he's already surpassed that. But it's really interesting. So this is the interesting part of this story. So Jonathan is a 400-pound Chilean. I don't know who is. He's blind, and he no longer has a sense of smell. They said. But that he can hear extraordinarily well, and that's how he roams probably everywhere. But anyway, this is a picture that was taken somewhere between 1882 and 1886. That's 1886 of Jonathan roaming the grounds there at the. He lives there at the governor's plantation on the governor's mansion rather on St. Helens Island. It's really crazy what this turtle has lived through. This is what's so amazing. So I've got some stuff written down here. So the second slavery abolished. He was 2 years old. Yeah. I'm sorry. It was ours came after this. I think the English did it first, but slavery was abolished in the kingdom, the United Kingdom. He was only 2. He was 5 years old when Queen Victoria was crowned. He was 35 years old when Canada became a country. That is so crazy to me. Oh, man, that's neat. He was 54 years old when Coca-Cola came out. The next year, he was 55 when the Eiffel Tower in Paris was built. So that's pretty crazy. Let's see a few more stats. He was 58 years old when cardboard was created. We didn't even have cardboard boxes back when this guy was crawling around. He's almost 60 years old, and the creation of cardboard had come around. When he was 82, World War I happened. He was 96 when bubblegum was created. He was 107. The beginning and ending there, he lived through World War II. He got to see that come when it started. He was 107. And he was 121 years old the first time Mount St. Helens was climbed, that we know of anyway.
Everest.
Oh, I'm sorry, it was Everest. You can climb on top of Everest?
Yeah.
Yeah, not many people make that.
Actually, yeah.
Do they?
There's a lot of bodies up there, too.
There's a lot of
I was about to say, I thought they
now
kind
than
of
before, yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what I wrote right there.
137, first moon.
Oh, the first moon landing. Yeah, he was 137. That's nuts. So born in 1832, the Civil War happened in 1861, so he was
29.
He was 29? Yeah. 28, 29? He was 169 during 9/11. He was 175 when the first iPhone was released. And he's seen all kind of stuff. He was 84 years old when the Titanic sank. He lived through that. He's lived through the rise and fall of the Soviet Union. He lived through the Civil War. He lived just everything. Born before creation. Yes. Okay. So that this guy was around before the light bulb was created. That is nuts to me. That is nuts to me. Imagine living that long and seeing all those things from the creation of the light bulb to the iPhone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and that all happened in a relatively short amount of time.
In Jonathan's lifetime, all that happened.
So crazy stuff to think about. You know what I mean?
It is.
Jonathan, we hope to keep on crawling.
That's
We'll
right.
keep on crawling,
That's right.
and we love you so much.
Make it over 200.
That's right. Yeah. Wow, that would be cool. We need to go St. Helen Island when he turns 200. Hey guys, I'm Darren, not AK, Momma.
And I'm Red Squirrel. Y'all have a good one.